I want you guys to go so I can give a
Oh,
polarizing
he's gonna
opinion.
give the hot take. Okay,
Yeah.
I think it's super addicting. I think it's really fun. It has spiced up the CS:GO genre. I mean, let's be real. It's basically CS:GO with abilities. And I like that. I feel like every time Riot comes out with a game now, they try to give you multiple ways to play it. Like they know there's different types of gamers and they want to appeal to the different types of gamers. Whether you prefer a supportive role, an aggressive one, a tactical one. I really like the set of characters that they have. So I'm having a good time, but also like I am not a shooting pro. Literally, Fortnite was the first like shooting genre game I've ever played, and that's not even an FPS. I think it's like third person. So I can't speak to, the more specific aspects to whether it's a good shooting game. Anyone else?
Scar, you want to go ahead?
Fed wants to go last.
Oh, I know what Fez
He
gonna
wants
say.
to come
I
in
know
for the
too.
kill.
I know.
Wait. You want to take this?
I'll just say, it's one of those games that's more fun to watch, and if you suck at it, it feels really bad. Like it feels
can be very
really bad when
'Cause there's,
you're
like,
not good.
You have like 20 plus chances to die, basically.
Yeah.
Like in Overwatch, you have characters like Winston and Junkrat where you don't have to aim, you can get killed. In this game, it's like you can get killed so fast. Like the time to kill someone is 0.5 seconds. If you can't react within 0.5 seconds, then you die. It's gonna keep happening over and over again. Right now, I think the funnest thing about it is that everyone's playing and there's always friends to play. Like
Yeah,
you get
I
on and there's
love
always
that.
friends.
When Apex was like that as well. These are the best of times.
I think Riot just does what they do all the time. They take a pre-existing thing, a genre, and then they just polish it up. They don't add their own spin on it and then fucking release it, and it's good. This is like a really polished game. It's gonna be huge. Like honestly, even without the drops, 100% this one's gonna be huge. So, I suck at the game, and I think that
You're not that bad.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I saw.
Can we roll the clip, Mr. Editor? Roll that clip.
Roll the clip. They're mid.
Some are taking.
I got clip champ on this one. I don't know where the clip is coming from, but I got fucking clip champed, okay? Afterwards, I was looking at the mini map, and it looks literally like my reaction speed is like a potato. Like
Yeah, for our audio listener, the clip is Skara aiming, down a hallway, and a bad guy just walks past, and then literally it takes 1 second for Skara to process it, and then he presses fire button and just shoots the air. So it looks like as if his reaction is 1 second late. It's like, okay, I saw a guy, and then he shoots. But apparently, Scar says he was watching the video.
I was looking at the
Dude,
mini map. Okay,
it doesn't matter, man.
I do that all the time. I keep thinking like looking at the mini map is as important as it is in League, and I keep looking, but I'm just wasting time and like I'm not properly holding an angle.
Yeah, dude, it happens so many times where I'm like, I look at the map, I get distracted. I'm like, oh, dude, why did I look at the map? But
Right, what's your hot take?
There we go.
So
Let's hear it.
mine is more indifferent. Okay, here. I think the game is super fun right now. I think it's so cool that like, hey,
Huh?
stop.
I'm sorry, what?
I've
I've heard this take already.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's super cool that everyone's playing it. Everyone's cool. I think it's a fun game. But I think it lacks a lot of features that I think, me personally, I like to see in shooters, and that's like I like the ability to like be very mobile. So when I play the game, I play characters like what's her name? Set the wind bitch. What she
Jet.
do? Jet.
I always call her Set too.
Yeah, it must be a
Why
league
did
thing.
you do this to me,
Fuck
right
it.
games?
And then so yeah, I play her a lot because I think it helps, but I really don't like the movement. It's very like fuck, I don't even know how to
You
explain
can't
it.
run and gun.
Yeah, no, and like you have to play super patient, and like I want to just like run at them, and I know that you just can't play that way. So that's why it's like it doesn't collide well with my play style. Also, I'm not a big fan of like I was never a big fan of like the CS:GO spray pattern. So if you guys don't know, like when you shoot a gun and you spray, there's a certain pattern it'll always do. It'll always do a certain pattern. But if you spray after like the 6 bullets, it's
seven.
or yeah,
Seven.
after 7, it doesn't random. It's
He doesn't know.
It's completely random.
Wait. She says 7 because the AK spray pattern is always a reverse 7.
Oh really?
Yeah, in CS:GO. That's how.
Oh, he doesn't know that.
Oh, no.
He doesn't know.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. So I'm not like I want to just like I'm not a big fan of tapping. Okay, and it's something like I have to adjust to, I guess. But I'm not a big fan of it. And then competitively, I think the game's gonna do actually way better than it's doing now competitively. So like I think we'll see like some fucking crazy majors or whatever the hell they plan to do with it. But I think watching it is not as fun. Like if I can't watch a streamer for more than like 10 minutes personally. So
I see Fed's point. Like I'm also of the opinion is like if it was more like Modern Warfare or Apex or Fortnite or Overwatch, it would be way more popular than the CS:GO version. Like it's good. It's a polished game, and it's a shooter that's new. But I'm of the opinion is like if they did it with the other kind of shooter instead of the CS:GO patience shooter, there would be more viewers and more players and more.
I do wish you could run and gun.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
It's like they made a really good product of a more niche genre.
Yes.
Yeah.
Genre.
Yeah. No, I think so too. But other than that, I think the game is super well made. It's just like I think I just don't think it aligns with a lot of like play styles that we're used to. Yeah.
Okay. So, I heard this theory before. Why people don't like this? It's because CS:GO is a really old game. Like when you grew up like 25 years ago, you used to play CS:GO.
Oh,
but if you grew up in like Fed's era, it's the Zoomer era. We're on Zoom, by the way. So in the Zoomer era, you grew up during Call of Duty, and you grew up during like fucking like these run and gun fucking games. And I think that makes a lot of difference. I think a lot of the CS:GO thing like captures a lot of magic from old games that may not be very popular with, really young people like Fed.
It's a lot to get used to.
Yeah, it's like a lot of things you just have to know. Like you move and you shoot, and your gun like it's going everywhere. And it's like, well, why didn't you slow down and stand still and crouch down and wait 0.2 seconds before you shoot and learn the spray button? It's like. It's a lot of things, a lot of elitism in my opinion.
There's so many things you have to like retain or like remember to do, and it's holy fuck.
You can't. I feel like it's hard to replace your skill in the game with something else. Like, regardless, it all breaks down to how good are you at shooting, and like that's cool.
I actually disagree with you.
Really?
Yeah, and I think it was intentionally made that way, or at least that's how a dev explained it to me. For starters, like so many of the agents have like scouting abilities, they have grenades, they have smokes, they have things that are meant to almost like make up for the gap in shooting. And also, I was told again by Dev that the reason they wanted to make shooting so deadly was because like if you were able to like position properly as a player or sneak up on someone, even if you're not better at shooting than them, you can just like one tap them.
I guess that's true, huh?
I do think it's still like very important, and you can't really be good at this game without having a good shooting fundamental.
This is the only game I've not changed my DPI in 15 years until this game.
Same.
And I changed my DPI for this game. I changed my sense for this game, and I'm literally at midnight, fucking in the shooting range with and like fucking trying to do flicks with like. The different guns, and I'm just like, why am I trying so fucking hard to play this game?